Looked like a bird just roosting on the top of the privet there. Right, so obviously these houses straight ahead are part of the private estate where they tell you to go around the outside, because they don't want us serfs, peasants, mingling and mixing and going through their property. Oh no. We are higher beings. We don't mix and mingle with you like the you serfs and peasants. Right, so that's where the train lines continue down Coopy's Lane, going down towards Morpeth Station. So I'll be going back down the main road past the access road leading into where the station is, back down there, on my way out of here to go home. So I'll be coming out of where I'm parked, turn left, go down the main road till I get the roundabout, turn right, drop down the next. Right, my fourth GoPro 9 battery's just gone. Just as I'm coming away from the railway lines, coming over from the Wansbeck viaduct, and I'm getting onto the farmer's track, and now I'm going down past the private estate here on the left, and then going through some double gates here on the right, and then just dropping straight down to cross over the road and go back past Clark's Bog Nature Reserve on the way back towards the car and DUNCES houses. Right, so you come to this gate where you can't go any further because it's private beyond there, so you go to the right and you go through a double gate. Right, let me put my glove back on. Right, so this battery I've just put in should last getting back to the car. So this should be the last battery change for the day. Because obviously it's a fully charged battery. I made sure all the batteries were charged fully last night and this morning. So I get a maximum hour and 25 minutes to an hour and a half out each one of them. Look at the water in the field, bloody hell. It's a bit flooded, I would say. Let's hope and get past this bloody big pool. Oh, bloody hell. That's where you normally walk, straight down that pathway that takes you to the gate on the other side. I'm not going to wade through that lot. So I'm going to have to go through this private. But you see where other people have done the same, because you can't be expected to wade through that lot. Or you just go around the outside of the houses and then drop down the roadway where I left this morning. Be alright if you could get past all this bit water here and get back on the path there. There's a dog walking up that way. So you may be able to get through a gap in the there's a gap in the fence here, look. Right, so that's what you come through the gap in the privet, and you just normally walk straight along this road, but obviously when it's flooded you cannot. Then just head down here to those double gates at the bottom, and I'm crossing straight over and going back past Clark's Bog Nature Reserve on the way back to the car. Have you got the right time, please? Hello, son. Hello. Come and say hello then. Come on. Yeah. Come and say hello. Can you smell my dog?
It's 12 o'clock.
All right, great.
Aye.
Lunchtime going
You
home.
been out long?
Aye, well, I've been here since early this morning. I've been for a walk along this side of the Wansbeck and then went over Bottlebank and then came right back along the other side. And I've just come up from the viaduct, cut across the field there. And then when I cut through the privet, I seen that big pool of water there. Oh no,
Oh, aye, it's...
But there's a gap
gonna
just
take
there
a
in the
while to
fence
get
you gone
through
through,
Aye.
so you did not go wading through that lot.
Have you seen anything nice, or...?
Yes, luckily when I first came up this morning past Clark's Bog Nature Reserve, that green hut, where I turned right to go towards the river that way.
That's right.
There was 4 deer had come out the forest and were just crossing the field, so that was the first bonus. Then when I crossed the road bridge at Bothell Bank, started coming along, there was a lovely big grey heron just parked on top of a tree had fallen across, leaning over across the river, and he was just perched on the top of that, so I got 3 or 4 pictures before he flew off. And then further down the river there was another one on the left hand side, same again, a tree had fallen over, so he was just perched on the top of that, like looking down for fish. So I got a couple of good pictures of him.
They're solitary birds, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, they look, when you see the size of them when they open their wings and they're on flight, they're lovely, lovely
I often
birds.
see one on the resi, what called resi on the stub hill there. You say the railway line, you know.
Right.
There's usually just the one.
A resi, is that like a big wetland?
Where the you know,
Wetland.
when you cut through under the railway line to the county hall.
Well, I
There's a
don't know
pond
this
there.
area. I'm from South Shields, you see.
Oh, I see. Well, it's actually it's not a bad little place. There's the heron and there's the.
Is that the road that's going along where the railway lines are going along towards where you go to the station?
Through the estate, actually.
Ah, right, okay.
It's on the main line.
What do they call it? The resi?
This we call it the resi. It was the watering station for when they started the railways off, you know.
Right.
They stopped there for water.
Okay.
And of course it developed a bit of a pond. But it's all overgrown now, but you get all sorts of bullfinches, jays, all that, you know.
Right.
It's quite a nice little
So
spot.
good bird spotting place.
Aye.
So, you know, when you go along Coopy's Lane there so far, there's a road turns off, like goes through, like past the railway lines and goes that direction. Is that where you go along to get where you're talking about?
What way did you come in?
Oh, I come up the main road and I park at Dunce's houses.
Oh, Dunce's house. Well, what it is, if you know the road you're on, the Dunce's houses road.
Aye.
If you start to go into Morpeth,
Yes.
travel up, you come to a big roundabout.
That's right, and you go around and drop down to the next one and then turn left now. That's
What
the
you
same
do, you can actually go straight across the roundabout, and it's just a road into the estates.
Right.
But there's at the end of that road, there's a place where you could park.
Right.
Right. If you get out of your car and get into the field bit and walk towards the railway line, okay, it's only a few hundred yards, and then you have a path through, following the railway line, under the bridge, and your resi's there.
All right, okay.
It's easy to get to.
Just the locals know about it, obviously.
Well, as I say, I mean, there's foxes and badgers there and all, you know, but you won't see them.
Can you smell my dog? Yeah. We've got a big American XL bully. He's only 7 months old, and I've just took him out for his first walk into the countryside to see how he's going to react with like livestock, because he's so big and he's just a puppy. He wants to go and play with all dogs, so he runs off, he bounds towards them, and at the size of him, you know, and he's got a habit of jumping up at people now with him being a puppy. So I'm trying to train him. I'm from South Shields, so I took him for a walk along the River Weir, where the old Belmont Viaduct, just like that one, goes across the river. And he was fine, but unfortunately, because I've had a stroke, I can't run after him. So I can't run to grab him quick and put his leader on. And if I don't, if he's playing with the dogs and they start walking away, he wants to get off with them. So I've got to get ahead of him and put him on a leader.
Well, this one here, she's a Parsons Russell, Jack Russell. She's 14 and she's like a little bloody pup. And we've got to keep her on the lead because she'd be off. She'd be up that field. No, you know, I mean, she'd come back eventually.
Yeah,
but we haven't got the time to, you know.
Yeah.
But if she spots anything, she's away.
Like rabbits and hares and stuff like that.
She's on the lead all the time.
Yeah. But that's the breed. That's what you know.
Well, rotters, aren't I?
I've lost my. I had a blue staffy I used to walk everywhere with. It was so highly trained I didn't need to put him on a leader. Because if we went to a field of sheep, he would see them, stop dead, and come back and just come right behind my ankles without saying a word. That's how trained he was. But he passed at 13, his legs started collapsing all the time, and with being disabled I couldn't pick him up. So I had to go closer to my locations where I was going for a walk, hiking. I had to get a ramp in the end to get her in and out the car because he couldn't jump up anymore. And the last time I took him out, and he went so far along the road, and then on the way back he was collapsing too many times, and I thought, nah, it's time.
Great.
So I had to take him down.
But she's a devil with other dogs. Once she gets to know, she's fine.
Yes.
But you know, any dog that she passes by.
So she's got the miniature Rottweiler syndrome.
There's a guy up here has 3 horses.
Right.
And he's out quite regular. Probably it's too wet today, like, but he's out quite regular with them. She'll stand with the horses, no bother.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, that was Corn, my blue stuffy. Any animal, he didn't bother anything at all. The only thing he did was cats. He wouldn't let cats get in his garden. He hated cats with a vengeance, because when he was a puppy, I think one of them scratched his eyes, and he just never forgot, and he just hates cats after that.
So you're out for the day then, are you?
Well, I'm going back to the car now. I've done my circular walk, and I'm going back to Dunce's houses now. Jump in the car and drive back to South Shields along the A1.
You know the places like you go to get up to Beamish and places like that, or
I go all up and down the UK because I video all my videos and put them up on my YouTube channel online for everybody else to share and enjoy my adventures.
Have you not thought about, he doesn't work on a Sunday, but Peter, who has the reserve, he's a very, very nice man.
Right.
He lives up one of these barn conversions. And if you ring him up, the telephone number's on the gate, you can book an appointment to go around with him, and believe you me, you'll see plenty in there. Plenty of birds. Well, he's got a list of animals and birds.
Yeah, I came past one. He had a board outside and taught you everything you could possibly come across.
He's a marvellous fella. He's done a lot for wildlife in there.
Yeah, well, we need more people like that.
Oh,
you know,
it's fantastic. But yeah, you'd really have a good time. Yeah. Plenty to see, all sorts of animals and birds.
Unfortunately, just recently I've come across I can't say too much on video, but the top ones have just, what's the word they use? Well, took my channel down, took it down altogether, and I've lost 4,200 videos of walking everywhere up and down the UK with my dogs, my family, and I've just lost them all because they've decided to terminate. You have violated our community guidelines, blah, 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 so we have terminated your account. All that bullshit.
Something silly.
Exactly.
There'll be somebody dimwit 20-year-old doing it. Don't like that.
Exactly.
How it goes, you know.
So I've lost loads of memories. 5 years. Well, I started like seriously filming around about 2016, and it's 2023 now. So I've lost 7 years of.
To do animals.
Sorry.
Anything to do with animals.
Oh, I love birds, animals.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
But, I mean, these fellas behind us.
Oh, right, aye. Well, me two stuffies that I've just recently lost, I've lost them. I'm sure they've died of cancer. When you go to the PDSA, they won't tell you, but I'm sure something's going on where they're killing more pets as well. They don't want having pets. I mean, it was all over the news that they were going to kill all the cats in Cyprus because they do not want us having anything, you know.
Oh, well, they kill all the runners, don't they, Cyprus, when they come over from Africa? Yeah. Is it Cyprus or Malta? They go out shooting all the robins on the way back here. They're lovely, they're very delicate, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the sick world we're living in. Right, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Right, so I've got to go down to these double gates here now, and then just cut over to the left and then go down past the Clark's Bog Nature Reserve Green Hut again on my way back to the car. So this is where I was pointing up when I got to this corner here when I went off to the right. That says I'll be coming back down through the gap in the gate here where the wooden marker post is on the corner. So I'm back here now. So it's just a straight walk along the road back towards the car now, but cut back through the thicket where I came down through before. Those skinny small trees. Nice gentleman there, don't know. He looks the kind of person that lives on his own, and he's got the dog that will keep him company. But if you look over there, look, you can see where the road's going up over the top. So it goes over and past the railway line where it meets it. It bends out to the left and then starts going down towards where you can drive in towards where the station is. Coopy's Lane, C-O-O-P-I-E-S, Coopy's Lane. Right. So that was the other one I couldn't see on that wooden marker post when I crossed the road from where the car's parked. Worrell Bank, 3/4 of a mile. I've heard somebody talking there. Oh, sightless man. Just heard voices. Hi.
Hi.
Right, so this is where I came through the gates, past the green hut, on my way up here from the car. And I went along there, look, towards that farm vehicle. And I passed this Park House Farm gateway here. And I pointed over and I says, that's the way I'll be coming back after doing my circular walk, which I've done. And now it's just a case of walking straight along this road to go back to the car. Oh, you've got some firewood there. You have to spend a few hours there cutting all that up and breaking it up.
Yeah, I know. I've been here for quite some time.
Right, so like I said earlier, I hadn't make any sandwiches up because normally I end up taking them home anyway. So last night I didn't bother making any up, and I just put some chocolate biscuits in my waistcoat pocket here with me 2 oranges that I normally have. But I haven't even eaten them yet. So, because I'm not out from the house that long, so I'll not bother. Not on this walk, you're not. So it's 12 o'clock dinner time now, so I left the car at 10 to 8. So say 10 to 12 is 4 hours. And now we're getting towards, by the time I get back to the car, 4.5 hours, I'll be out. But this is the Clark's Bog Nature Reserve where he's standing breaking all those branches up. I didn't realise it extended that far though, where I went down those slippy steps and the brook coming down, and that notice board saying Clark's Bog Private. So all that land is part of this as well. You can hear the traffic going along the main road straight ahead, about half a mile. And that house you can see over there to the right, that's on the main road. The cars will be driving along up from the roundabout. So like that guy I was talking to and all, he says it's such a nice bloke that runs this, like he only lives in one of those cottages that I've just cut through past. He's a nice bloke and he looks after all the wildlife around here, so that's, like I say, we need more people like him. Preserving life instead of shooting it like the globalists when they do the shooting all the grouse. Right, so I'm going straight ahead, cut through. This is like this is where he puts all the manure and he lets it dry out, and sometimes they burn it. So this is where I'll be cutting through and going through the thicket to get back to the corner where I go around the corner and cross the road to the car. Warning, high voltage cables. That's these going across the top. I start stamping my feet and get rid of a lot of loose mud off my boots. Right, so that's the whole walk complete. So if anybody watches my videos, dog walkers, they'll say, all right, okay, that looks, Callie, I can do that. Should be able to manage those slippy banks and stuff with a dog. I also make my recordings complete as well, because if you've got people disabled in wheelchairs, I like to show that they can actually do certain walks by, if they're getting tracks like this, we can push people along the wheelchair, not do the trees, but keep to the main road. You can do it. That's why I do what I do, and give alternative pathways. Because as you can see, this just road goes around an S-bend and then straight up to Dunce's houses, where you cut through the privet, past that big puddle of water. Right. See all these wood chips where they've been cutting the trees as well when they've been here, sawing them down. But this is normally, like I say, he's got his manure here, drying it out. And if he's burning it, you can still see the white smoke coming up from it after I set it away to burn the grass out of it, so it's just manure. Right, cut through the trees here, back to the gap in the privet, then just get on the main road past the Dunce's houses, then cross over the road. So it's been a canny walk. That's just enough for me, because I'm getting older now. That's been a lovely Sunday morning stroll. I got here early and it was pitch black, so I had to just sit in the car for 3/4 of an hour till I started getting daylight, so I could record once I started the walk and not miss out the beginning, sort of show people how to get here. And the whole walk, where you can come along here with a dog and let them off the leader. As long as there's no sheep in the fields adjacent either side, you can let the dog off, which there's not. But you have to come along here, because especially now that they've churned up all the fields, they've dug them over, so it's all like thick, deep mud and water. So you have to use these bit of thin trails through the trees. This is what I call a copse. And you can see where they've planted the new trees with a green sleeve colour around the bottom of them. They've been planting new ones. And they've been going along, cutting the privet along here as well, with those rotating blades, because they must have been sticking out too far. Really rough, sharp and all. Scratch up car's paintwork. We drive past that lot. Right, so I'm back to the main road. We're cross over. Just got to go around this bit of an S-bend past these houses. Where the big puddle is at the metal gate. There's a big puddle of water just here. So there's a dip in the road where it's lying. Eventually it'll dry up and we'll get with better weather. And those pathways that have just been walking along start drying out and are much better, not so slippy